Chapter 2, dual effect of transaction and types of account. Accounts માં આપણે કોઈ બી transaction record કરીએ, it has to be economic transaction, business transaction. Those transactions which can be measured in terms of money, monetary transaction, economic transaction. So the first step in preparation of account is creation of transaction and its identification. If there is no transaction, then there will be no entry. The transaction will be recorded only and only if it is business transaction. So the condition are, it has to be business transaction, it has to be economic transaction. These transactions must have monetary value. It should be measured in terms of money. બરાબર? અને આપણે Indian rupees, pound, dollar, whichever currency of specific country. એમાં એનું measurement થવું જોઈએ. Business transaction can be cash or credit. I am coming on that. What is cash transaction? What is credit transaction? It can be internal. It can be external. It can be within business. Like owner of the business is giving capital, then it is internal transaction. હું business start કરવા માટે પૈસા invest કરું, furniture લાવું, laptop લાવું, so that is internal transaction. If I will take anything from business, હું business માંથી પૈસા લઈ જાઉં, or I will pay my personal expense from business. So it is drawing. So all these are internal transactions. And external transaction means transaction conducted with third party, outsider. If I have purchased goods from someone, I have sold goods to customer, I have paid electricity bill, I have paid salary to employees. So all these are external transactions which involve third person, outsider. So business transaction means exchange of product or service for cash or on credit between two or more than two persons. Whenever in business, for business, we are exchanging goods or services either against cash or credit. Means if I have purchased anything, there are two options. Either I will make outright payment, on the spot payment, that is cash, check, draft, Google Pay, Paytm, online, net banking, debit card, credit card, or I will make payment after some time. Credit ઉપર જને કહીએ, બરાબર, where payment of cash will be postponed at some future specific time. Same way, if I have sold goods, then I will receive cash on the spot, or I will receive cash after some time at some future specific date. It can be of any form. બરાબર? Then those transactions are called business transactions. Now, so first of all, economic transaction and non-economic transaction. Economic transaction will be recorded. Non-economic transaction will not be recorded in books of account. Like received an order to supply goods. તમને એવું કીધું કે received an order. Right now we have just received an order. We haven't yet supplied the goods. Unless and until the transaction has become completed, transaction execute ના થાય, આપણે order પ્રમાણે માલ આપીએ નહીં, goods supply ના કરે, ત્યાં સુધી એ transaction business transaction ના કહેવાય. Suppose મને કોઈએ ફોન કરીને inquiry કરી ટ્યુશન માટે, જેમ હમણાં આને કીધું, બરાબર, કે સર પેલી સ્ટુડન્ટ હતી એનું આવ્યું નહીં ફરી, તો unless and until I will actually start the work, I will receive the fee or advance, then it cannot be a business transaction. Inquiry તમારે બહુ બધી આવે, so that does not mean it will be converted. So all these type of transaction are non-economic transaction. બરાબર? પછી હું તમને એવું કહું કે I have decided to increase salary of my accountant. I have decided, I have not given. Unless and until I will make the payment, it is not transaction. હું decide તો બહુ બધું કરું. Decision is not important, it is execution is important. But so unless and until it will actually not take place, it is not business transaction. It is non-economic transaction. Then economic transaction can be cash or credit transaction, or internal or external transaction. So whenever there is cash transaction, exchange of cash against goods, against asset, against service. Either we will purchase asset, property, goods, service, and we will pay cash, or we will provide service, we will sell goods, we will sell asset, and we will receive cash. And when cash is not paid right now, or cash is not received right now, a debtor creditor relationship is created. Suppose I have sold goods to Sakhi for 10,000. She had made promise that I will make payment after 2 months. So right now I have supplied goods to her. Now she owes rupees 10,000 to me. So she is my debtor. I am his creditor. I have to receive money from her. She will have to pay money to me. So here debtor creditor relationship is established. In credit transaction, where cash is not changing hands immediately, આપણે on the spot payment નથી કરતા, then between two person debtor creditor relationship is established. One will make payment, the other will receive payment at some future date. So creation of debtor or creditor relationship. બરાબર? Now cash transaction. So cash transaction for asset. In this category, asset purchased by payment of money. Suppose I have purchased a laptop and paid cash, or paid through debit card, or paid through Google Pay, online banking, or check. Or I have sold my car and received cash, or received payment via check or online payment. All these are called cash transaction for asset. Then cash transaction for goods. Goods are those items in which I am dealing regularly. कि कोई ग्रोसरी शॉप वाળો હોય તો એના માટે ગ્રેન્સ છે, ગ્રોસરી છે, બરાબર, ઓલ ટાઈપ ઓફ ગ્રોસરી કરિયાણા, એના માટે ગુડ્સ કહેવાય. કોઈ ફર્નિચર વાળો છે તો ફોર હિમ ફર્નિચર ઇઝ ગુડ્સ. કોઈ કાર ડીલર છે તો એના માટે કાર ઇઝ ગુડ્સ. For us it is asset, but for him it is goods. So whenever there is sale or purchase of goods and cash is received or payment, I am selling goods and receiving cash, or I am purchasing goods and paying cash upfront. That is called cash transaction for goods. Then cash transaction for service. You are availing service and paying cash. Like I have paid salary to employee. Employee has worked for me. Employee has provided his time, his services, and I have paid salary or wages. Consultation fees paid to lawyer. Lawyer has provided legal consultancy, legal advice, and I have made payment. बराबर? हाँ. Consultation fees paid to doctor, but treatment charges paid to doctors, fees paid for tuition. So all these are cash transaction for services. You are availing services. તમને કોઈ services મળે. Services are those type of benefit which you cannot see. તમે જોઈ ના શકો. They are not tangible. They are intangible, but it will satisfy your need. That is called service. આપણે economics ના second chapter માં detail માં આવશે goods and service નો difference. At that time I will explain. But basic difference is goods are having physical existence, like this furniture, mobile, laptop, all these are physical, and services which you cannot see, you can feel. The services of doctor, lawyer, teacher, chartered accountant, banking service, insurance service, all these are service. Transportation, railway, go down. બરાબર? Transaction for receivable or payable. Receivable means amount which we have to receive from other. Okay, like due to past transaction, मैं तने past में पैसा आप्या होय, I must have lent money to you. Now you are paying it back, or I have borrowed money from you and I am paying back to you right now. Or I sold goods to you in past, right now you are giving money to me. Or I have purchased goods from you in past and right now I am paying to you. So due to past transaction, right now we are paying or receiving cash. So they are called transaction of receivable or payable. In past we must have purchased or sold any asset, goods or service for which we are making payment, or we are receiving payment in cash right now. So those transactions are called transaction for receivable or payable. Then credit transaction. So in these type of transaction, money is not exchange immediately. Cash will not change hand immediately. Upfront payment ના થાય. બરાબર? Even though we are purchasing goods, we are having services, we are purchasing asset, but we will make payment at some future specific date. અથવા આપણે installment પર purchase કરીએ, EMI. બરાબર? Or we have sold the goods to some of our customers, for which he or she will make payment after some specific time or at some specific future date, or he or she will make payment in installment. So where money is not changing hand, where cash is not changing hand, but its payment or receipt will be postponed to some future specific date for some future time, then it is called credit transaction. Due to credit transaction, debtor creditor relationship will be created between two persons. Just I give you an example. If I have sold goods of 10,000 to Sakhi, Sakhi has promised me to pay 10,000 rupees after 2 months. So now she is my debtor and I am his creditor. I have to receive money from her. So she is my debtor. And the amount receivable, barabar, which I am going to receive after certain time period which she promised. And for her, I am creditor because she will have to make payment to me. એટલે આપણે જેને પેમેન્ટ કરવાનું હોય એ આપણે ક્રેડિટર થાય અને આપણે જેની પાસેથી પેમેન્ટ લેવાનું હોય એ આપણા ડેટર્સ થાય. ડેટર્સ કો, કસ્ટમર્સ કો, રિસીવેબલ્સ કો, સેમ થિંગ. ક્રેડિટર્સ કો, સપ્લાયર્સ કો, પેયેબલ્સ કો, સેમ થિંગ. બરાબર? So whenever we are purchasing goods, purchasing asset, purchasing service on credit, so purchase, creditor, supplier, payable, one and the same thing. Sales, જેને sales કરીએ credit ઉપર, they are our debtors, customers and amount receivable. બરાબર? એ રીતના. Okay? Then other transaction like goods destroyed by fire, godown માં આગ લાગી ગઈ. Goods lost in transit, એક જગ્યાએ બીજી જગ્યાએ માલ મોકલતા હતા, રસ્તામાં એક્સિડન્ટ થઈ ગયો. Goods destroyed by rain, goods given as charity, goods distributed as free sample. આ બધા other transaction. બરાબર? એ બધા other માં આવે. બરાબર? Here neither we are selling neither we are purchasing, but still these will affect our business. બરાબર? ગોડાઉન માં પડ્યા goods બળી ગયા, આગ લાગી. નથી આમાં આપણે સેલ કર્યું, નથી આમાં આપણે પરચેસ કર્યું, still it will affect our economic position, economic condition. બરાબર? goods given as charity, તમે કો charity માં આપ્યા પણ સામેવાળાને ફ્રી માં મળે, આપણે તો આપ્યા ને. goods distributed as sample, કસ્ટમરને તમે ફ્રી આપી, કસ્ટમરને ફ્રી મળે છે, તમારે તો ખર્ચો થયો ને. એ પછી આવે internal transaction. There is no need of other party. These transactions will take place within the business. કેમ કે depreciation on asset, મેં કોઈ asset લીધી એની value down થઈ ગઈ. every year મેં તમને કીધું એમ કે there will be continuous decrease in value of asset. કોઈ બી property or કોઈ બી asset or any value over the year ઓછી થતી જાય, પડી ઓછી થતી જાય, ટાઈમ ના હિસાબે ઓછી થાય, નવો મોડેલ આવે એટલે જૂનાની વેલ્યુ ઓછી થઈ જાય. So depreciation is permanent decrease in value of asset due to wear and tear. Wear and tear ને તમે use કરો એટલે ઘસાઈ જાય, જૂની થઈ જાય. Due to obsolescence, obsolescence એટલે due to invention of new technology, the older one will get outdated. કેમ કે iPhone 12 આવે તો iPhone 11 ની પ્રાઇસ ઓછી થઈ જાય. Due to passage of time, time period, પડી time અમુક થાય એટલે જૂની થઈ જાય. બરાબર? Due to all this, there is continuous and permanent reduction in value of asset which cannot be restored. એ ઓછી થઈ ગઈ, વધારે નથી થવાનું. કાર આજે હું 10 લાખ ની લાવું તો નેક્સ્ટ યર વેચવાથી 8 લાખ ની થશે, ગમે તેવી સારી કન્ડિશન હશે તો બી, મેં ચલાવી નહીં હોય તો બી, because the year has changed, the new model has come, the time has been passed. So depreciation છે, that is transaction which will take within the business. એના માટે થર્ડ પાર્ટી જોડે ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન નથી કરતા. Then loss due to natural calamity. બરાબર? કોઈ earthquake છે, flood છે, tsunami છે, એના હિસાબે આપણને લોસ થયો, સાયક્લોન છે. So that is act of God. There is no third party within business. Then transaction of capital, transaction of drawing, anything brought into the business by the owner, that is called capital. Anything withdrawn by the owner from the business, that is called drawings. Business માંથી કઈ લઈ જાય, business માંથી કઈ લાવે. So all these transactions will take within the business. Then external transaction. These transactions will take place between business and other party, outsider. Like sale of goods to customer, purchase of goods from supplier, sale of asset, purchase of asset, whatever, interest received from bank, interest paid on loan to bank, purchase of any asset, cash deposited in bank, cash withdrawn from bank. So all these type of transaction will take place outside the business, with outsider, with third party. બરાબર? Non-economic transaction. Only those transactions will be recorded which are having certain economic or monetary value. Non-economic transactions are those transactions whose value cannot be measured in terms of money. બરાબર? Like an order is received to supply goods after 1 month. બરાબર? A meeting is held with consultation for expansion of business. Meeting કરવાથી કે થોડી business વધી જવાનો. તો આ બધા non economic transaction થાય. બરાબર? હવે બુક બંધ કરી દો. અને tell me આ જે બી ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન છે એ ઇકોનોમિક છે અને નોન ઇકોનોમિક છે. ચલો. Asset purchase for 10,000. Economic. કેમ? કેશ આવે, કેશ જાય. We have purchased asset and we have paid cash. Asset purchased from Radha for 12,000 on credit. हाँ, क्या? Cash क्या है? Credit है. Credit or cash is not important. The economic transaction can be credit or can be cash. અત્યારે આપણે upfront payment કરીએ છે cash નું કે નહીં, that is not important. The transaction must have certain monetary value. The transaction should have been actually occurred. So we are purchasing asset for which we will make payment to Radha at some future date because it is credit. Then asset sold, economic. We are selling asset and we will receive money. Asset sold to Meera on credit. We are selling asset for which we will receive money at some future date. So don't get confused. It is not important whether cash is received or paid upfront immediately or not. Cash transaction or credit transaction, both are economic transactions. Then 8,000 paid for wages. Economic. Employees अपने service provide करना, अपने wages आते हैं. 9,000 received for rent. Rent જે due હતું એ pay કર્યું. Liability of 15,000 is settled. Liability આપણે કોઈને પૈસા આપવાના હતા એ આપણે એમને આપી દીધા અને account settle કર્યું, close કર્યું. account settle એટલે હિસાબ પૂરો. આપણે કે ના હિસાબ પૂરો આપણો, મારે જે આપવાના હતા મેં આપી દીધા. That is called settlement. So this is economic. Yes, the receivable of 18,000 is received. આપણે કોઈની પાસે 18,000 લેવાના હતા which we have received. That person must have paid. Economic. An order is received to supply goods of 10,000. Non-economic. ખાલી order મળ્યો છે. મને કોઈ ફોન કરે એમ કે આટલાનો માલ જોઈએ. But unless and until I will sell the goods, I will actually dispatch the goods, I will make delivery, I will receive payment. ત્યાં સુધી કઈ નહીં. Receiving an order, receiving an inquiry is not business transaction. મેં તમને હમણાં જ કીધું કે મને કોઈ ફોન કરીને હમણાં એમ કીધું કે સર તમે આ સ્ટાન્ડર્ડનું ટ્યુશન કરો છો, કેટલી ફીસ છે, શું ટાઈમ છે. So that does not mean that actually tuition has started. Unless and until I will start teaching, I will receive fees as an advance. The actual transaction has not taken place. બરાબર? So receiving an order is not. હા, પછી એવું કે we have supplied goods as per order. તો economic થાય. મને કોઈ ફોન કરીને એમ કીધું કે ભાઈ આટલા અમાઉન્ટના goods મોકલાઈ દો. તો હું જ્યારે goods send કરીશ ત્યારે economic transaction થશે. ખાલી receiving an inquiry form, receiving an order, email આવો, phone આવો, that is not actual transaction. બરાબર? then a planning is made to buy one asset. હા એ તો પ્લાન જ કર્યું છે, પ્લાન તો બધું બહુ કરું કે મર્સિડીઝ લઈ લઈએ કાલે, બરાબર, but actually I have purchased, no. So unless and until the transaction will take place, the planning will be implemented. It is not business transaction. To enhance sales, for discussion a meeting is arranged with salesman. એટલે આપણું સેલ્સ બરાબર નથી થતું તો આપણે બધા સેલ્સમેન ને બોલાવીને એક મીટિંગ રાખી. Non economic, just doing meeting is not business. એ તો આપણે ઇન્ટરનલ છે, આપણે ખાલી ડિસ્કશન જ કર્યું, બરાબર, ક્લિયર? પડી ખબર કે નહીં?